So I was counting down the days before we would start seeing this exact post become pretty much prevalent across all news outlets. And that is the Z Fold 5 might have an S Pen silo. Yeah, let's talk about it. This is coming in from 9 to 5 Google, with the article artist being Ben Shroom, who talks about how the Z Fold 5 might have a pen silo so it can compete with Apple. Let's go ahead and dissect that. Because the second the Z Fold 4 came out, or 3 came out, there was rumors right away that the Z Fold 4 would have a pen silo. Now the second the Z Fold 4 is out, there's rumors the Z Fold 5 will have a pen silo. First off, it's not going to work, okay? It's not going to ever happen. In order for that to happen, they would have to make the phone longer, and I feel like too many people would get ticked off about that because you're making it longer, but you're not adding a bigger display. You're adding room for a pen, which, don't get me wrong, it's on the surface is not a bad idea. It's not an awful idea to add a pen silo into a phone, but the issue then becomes, what's the point, right? Because you're making a bigger display for what probably a lot of people will never use the actual pen, especially with how delicate the inside display actually is. I'm not sure 100% what the sales are of the S Pen right now after the Z Fold 4 came out, but I'm going to guess it's probably not the top selling item for Samsung right now. I know a lot of people who own the Z Fold 4 who simply refuses to use the pen on their inside display, which makes perfect sense because we've seen from the Z Fold 3 that a lot of those displays actually die randomly. They just stop working randomly. So if you start adding a pen on there, even though quote unquote they can handle pen support, you're probably pushing your luck when it comes to how long this actual inside surface is going to last. Now let's talk about the second part. To compete with Apple. So I'm going to guess what he's talking about here is referring to the fact that, yes, Apple is going to be releasing a foldable, flippable phone sometime next year. They're waiting to release the phone because they want to go ahead and compete with, they want to kind of see how the technology is working, get the latest and greatest for their Apple product. And they, of course, do want to go ahead and kind of, have a general landscape if this is a fad or if this actually is a, thing that people are going to be excited about and actually, following the foldable phone, flippable phone market. So it makes sense that they are going ahead and, waiting a little bit. But even if the rumors are correct, right? And we receive a flippable, first off, there's no rumors of a foldable phone. It's only rumors of a flippable phone coming out by Apple. If the rumors are correct and we get a flippable phone by Apple, this makes no sense. There would be no pen support or pen anything for that phone. Even let's say if somehow, some way it did have pen support, the Apple Pencil isn't foldable. And there would be no way they would fit an Apple Pencil with the size of the Apple Pencil, which is the length of an iPad 11-inch. There's no way they would fit that inside a flippable iPhone. So, yeah, this article does go in to talk about how, yes, right now, currently, the S22 Ultra, one of its coolest features is to have the actual S Pen, something that was really exclusive to only the Note series for the longest time. And then they brought it over to the S series, which then they just started discontinuing the Note series to give us the Fold series. That 17 billion words at once right there. So yes, this would be kind of like a nice little refresher, nice little addition to what we see, with the old Note series would now get the pen for the Fold series. So again, like I said, I understand the concept, and if you're trying to say right now they want to go ahead and, give the same features that the Galaxy S22 Ultra gives in the Fold series, I get that perspective. I just don't think the market is there, and I don't think people are going to like the fact the phone is bigger just to have a pen silo that claims to be canceled and then brought back and then canceled like 17 billion times every single time there's a new phone that comes out. Kind of getting repetitive now, I'm going to be honest with you. Now, of course, he does reference the fact that, yes, as the company expects, the foldable phone market will grow 80% each year through 2025. That's an estimate that Samsung gave. That's by 2025, it would become a new norm to have a foldable phone as a flagship phone, which, to be honest, based on our trajectory right now, I do not believe that will be a fact. I love Surface Duo 1, Duo 2, Fold 3, Fold 4, Flip 3, Flip 4, you got Oppo, Find 5G, Vivo, you got Motorola, Google. I love all these phones, okay? And I'm a tech enthusiast. I love these foldable phones. But I hate to break the news to you, and I hate to tell you this, they're not catching on like I think the market or what these top-end big dog and these companies are thinking. They're not catching on as fast. And the main reason why is price tag. It's price tag and it's reliability. Z Fold 4, yes, it's an amazing phone. I love it. But when it's $1,800, it's just simply not the price tag of the average consumer. And even if you put it down to the price tag of $1,500, that's still really not the price tag we want to see. And we have inflation going on. $1,500 is a lot to spend for a cell phone when everything else is getting more expensive too. And then you put that on the fact that, okay, the inside display could break and simply might not last that long. Now you have a whole entire different market. Then you have the Duo 1 and 2, which again, in my opinion, are amazing cell phones. But for the average consumer, you can't even get this Duo 2 right now because of chip shortages. And for the Duo 1, it has its drawbacks. There's no NFC. There's, no wireless charging. There's no waterproofness. It does have outdated outdated hardware. Software as Android 12L is amazing, but the outdated hardware. So for the average consumer, not someone who literally loves tech and loves these foldable phones and been in this market for a while, someone who is brand new to it, just looking in for the first time, a lot of people are not going to be interested in it, are not going to be going crazy saying, oh my God, I need to get this foldable phone. So I still don't understand the perspective that these companies have that this is going to suddenly change. I think Microsoft had a really good shot at this and had a really good chance to really make this a foldable phone market, like actually realistically, like, say a million words at once here. Realistically, take the Surface Duo 2 and put it at that flagship level, and they dropped the bag. They fumbled the bag. Z Fold 4 will never be at a flagship price. So because of that, we're never going to see. And again, that is not really all on Samsung. A lot of people I've seen over Twitter get mad about the price tag of Z Fold 4. That's really not all on Samsung. Samsung cannot release a phone. You have to remember, guys, how much it costs to make a Z Fold 4. Yes, Samsung could sell it for $1,200. They'd be taking a loss every single time they sell that phone. That's why these phones are so freaking expensive. It costs a lot to make them. With chip shortages, it's not easy to make them. So because of that, you're having to balance a lot and then try to keep the consumer happy. And it's just a mess. So I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think a pen silo will happen. And I don't think we're in that kind of market where we're going to see something happen. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one.